Okay. And welcome to... Oh no, you're all around the wrong way. Welcome to I Am Not Trying to Kill You. In the stream, you're in the wrong spaces. I will rearrange you quickly.
We're still
Oh no, which one am I?
yeah, me too.
Who am I?
Currently, James is Emily, and Maze is James, and Emily is Maze. So I'm just quickly... Y'all are gonna... Oh, shit. Y'all are gonna see me do the thing.
You know, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can think of worse people to be.
Thanks. Yeah.
There we go. Maze and... Where is... There you go. Alright. Jimmy and... Emily. Alright.
Yay.
You're all in your places. And we are in... Let me change the screen to... Now, first off, welcome to I'm Not Trying to Kill You. I am a little bit frazzled. I apologize. I haven't got to do my prep because we've had to relocate Emily and I as the internet has stopped working at our location, and so we've had to move to a separate locale. So I'm Ashton. I'm going to be the GM tonight. We're playing Dungeon World. We're continuing the adventures of Titus, Zeno, and Cora as they, at the moment, descend down a mountain to escape. Oh, wait, did we safely escape the mountain completely, or did we just get to that stand of trees?
We got to the olive grove.
Yeah, cool, awesome. All right. I'll just let you introduce yourselves. I'll get you all to introduce yourselves and give us a brief description of your character. And we'll start with Emily.
Okie dokie. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm a filmmaker and artist. And I'm going to be playing Titus. Titus is a paladin. He is quite young and sort of a little bit naive. And maybe not as emotionally strong as he feels he ought to be a good paladin. But yeah. Yep. That's me.
Yep, cool. And next up on my lineup is James with Zeno.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I do podcasts and other nerdy shit. I'm playing Zeno, who is a brave wizard. Just trying to do some good in the world. The only way he kind of knows how, which is through blasting stuff, pretty much. Blasting stuff and healing stuff where he can.
Awesome. And Maze?
I'm Maze. I'm a composer, sound designer, audio programmer for games. I am playing Cora. Cora is a bard, and their main instrument is a horn, which was stolen from the paladins that Titus is descended from. And their songs are pretty narration-based, but very excitedly, yes, and enthusiastic.
Cool, awesome. So, last we saw you, you were hiding in... I'm just moving you into the olive grove. The little, like... grove is a big word. Copse. It is a copse of olive trees that is perched on the side of this mountain. Above you, circle the harpies from whom you've stolen a book and maybe some pot plants.
Maybe an egg.
And possibly an egg.
And maybe an egg. Ew, golly, I had forgotten you did that to me. All right. Cool. So last time, yeah, we went to investigate this ship related to who believed to belong to, because of its name, the SS Reginald, believed to belong to an ancestor or a relation of Sir Reginald, who is an important figure of the Council of Atlas Keep. Is it Fort Atlas or Atlas Keep? I can't remember. Let's have a look on the map.
Fort Atlas.
Fort Atlas, yeah. Cool. So one of the Sir Reginald. So what's it? So yeah, let's recap. What's your beef with Sir Reginald?
Yeah. I believe that Cora and Titus were part of a mission with Titus's old knight when he was squired to the knight to go and I think we steal some intel about Sir Reginald. Is that what it was?
Something like that. We stole something.
Yeah, I think we stole some intel because he was kind of part of a bit of a mafia type situation in that town, and so we were I think I don't know that we really clarified that much about it, but we broke into his belongings and stole something from him to kind of, I don't know, get some blackmail material or something.
Yeah. All right. But you seeking revenge. Also, like, yeah, it ended in the death of your knight.
It did. I mean, that's true. We haven't really worked out how the two things are connected. Like, we know that at the start of that mission, we did some thieving, and by the end of that mission, the knight was dead. But I don't think we really necessarily worked out whether those two things were inherently connected. But I got the impression from what I remember it was less revenge and more just trying to further understand the motivations of the Reginald family.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And you have some intel now, having been into this mountain boat. So yeah, it is nighttime. Still, unfortunately, you were only in the boat for a little while. It's like I think despite the like billowing clouds above you that are like that, like almost like waves on the sea, but in the sky. Despite that, there's still the like tinges of orange still left on the horizon from the sun having set. And yeah, those harpies still, those black harpies still like circle overhead, like ravens searching for carrion. But for the moment, you found that you've got the safety of the trees. So what's the plan, team?
How far up the mountain are we?
I would say that like the bottom like 2/3 of the mountain, like some of it, like because like some of it goes like right down into like deep ravines on some sides, and then other parts it just connects up to other mountains and things. So you're probably like, depending on which on your measurement, you're probably halfway to like 2/3 of the way to the top of the mountain.
Okay.
But
Right.
like the bottom half, like the top of it's the steepest part, right? It's the trickiest bit because that's the bit where it goes.
Yeah,
like,
no. I was just curious how far away we were from Rao,
Yeah.
which
so,
is my village. Which last week we sort of established that staying on the mountain overnight probably wouldn't be a great idea
There were
because
Yetis.
of the Yeti. So what I was wondering was, do we have time to make it
I
down the
mean,
mountain?
last time you spent like probably, like 4 or 5 hours getting to the mountain, and then it was nearly nighttime.
Yeah, because
You
you
were
said
impatient.
we left Rao like a bit before midday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I recommend we set up camp and start a watch roster.
All right.
Before we do so, I would like to investigate the cops a little bit. Kind of. I mean, yeah, I'd like to do some realities about those cops.
Well, yeah. How are you doing that? What does it look like?
So I think I sort of do a little bit of a kind of perimeter walk, like trying to stay under the cover of the trees so that I'm not visible by the harpies. So just within the canopy of the trees, but sort of like circle around, check for any like animal burrows or obvious tracks or anything like that to see if anything seems like it lives here, that kind of stuff. So things that I would have done for my night, to help them.
Yeah, right, cool. Yeah, so you've got some kind of like you've got a bit of experience in like what you do when you're like checking a campsite. That's cool. I've forgotten your knight's name.
Titus.
No,
Oh,
the knight's name.
It's in the chat, I believe.
Stand by. Can I help with this at all? Being that we're
Certainly.
we're in my
Yeah.
How are you helpful?
it's a, I get asked that a lot.
No,
I guess
no.
like
Zeno,
okay,
not
so
Jimmy.
yeah, no. What I'm thinking is that as a like as a native of the area, if there is something that that Cora doesn't know, then there's a chance that I could help them out with that. Because I would assume that I know this area reasonably well. I mean, they hired me as a guide. I would know the local fauna and flora. This is probably, I mean, if it's the only bunch of trees on this mountain,
I mean, it's the
I
only
would
bunch of trees in
imagine-
the top half of it.
yeah. So even so, it's probably distinctive enough a landmark
Yeah, so
that
I'm
I would be
probably
able to
asking,
identify it.
Zeno, like, if I find tracks, maybe saying, like, do you recognize these, or what kind of creatures usually live in
Yeah.
these trees?
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
So the way this works, Jimmy, is if you have a look at the basic moves, you'll get and there's one called Aid or Interfere. So you'll get to do that after Titus. So yeah, so Zeno will be able to make that move after Titus has made the discern realities check. But you may choose, but you can choose not to as well. Like you can be like, oh no, they did really well, and I don't want to fuck this up, right? Like,
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good idea. I'm glad about that. So let's see your roll, and then I'll make a decision.
So Emily, do you want to do your discern realities?
Cool, and is that wisdom?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, you're not gonna help out enough, Zeno, to push
Yeah.
that 4 past a 7.
Oh, I better mark it.
You better mark XP. But on
no.
no, you'd only better get a +1. So
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's not worth it.
So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you find burrows, Emily, Titus. There are burrows here. They're not wide or tall, but they are deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Can you give me an idea of the kind of size, roughly, of like the entrances to these burrows? So big enough for like a snake?
This
or
big?
A rabbit? Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, okay, so
It's a bit small for a rabbit.
small for a rabbit seems like a snake.
And this is pretty high up a mountain, though. What the hell?
It's a goat burrow.
Of course, where the goats lay their eggs.
Yeah.
Happy Easter,
They're still
everybody, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think narratively, Titus is a little bit afraid of snakes, and so whether or not they are snake burrows, he starts to think they're snake burrows, and he kind of gets like a little bit distracted, just sort of worrying about snakes. So yeah, I think I sort of come back to where Cora is, and I'm like, I think there are maybe some creatures living in this copse. Maybe it is snakes.
Can I make a separate check now?
If you want to try and discern realities.
Uh,
Or did you want to do something else? Like, what do you feel like doing?
That's a good question. I'm actually thinking spout law because
yeah. What are you telling us?
well,
about? What are you thinking? What are you recalling knowledge about?
I think that what I'm doing is recalling knowledge about this specific area of the mountain and what creatures would live here,
Mm-hmm.
under what circumstances, what they eat. Imagine me like a Disney cruise tour guide.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, roll me your spout lore, and let's see how good a tour guide you are.
Let me just look up. Spout law is intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So roll.
Better.
Cool.
Now, now the question was, no, I don't see how anyone's helping with this, so I think we're staying on a 9. So yeah, it's something interesting about this mountain is that it is it has like a lot of the mountains around here, it has volcanic activity deep under its surface, that is dormant. But it does mean that the rock itself like exudes a small amount of heat that is almost imperceptible to humans. But it means that you get a lot more cold-blooded things living in these mountains than you normally would.
Okay. From that, I would probably explain. Look, yeah, they are probably reptile holes. Snakes are not impossible, but I mean, they're just looking to get warm. It's much colder for them up here on the surface. It's pretty late. They've probably eaten. They're probably going to leave us alone. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. What do you? So, like, yeah. What do you do? Like, once you've, searched the area and found that the only thing around here are things that live in holes.
I guess we're setting up camp.
Okay. Sure.
I'm going to, before I assist with setting up camp, I'm going to prepare spells.
Yep. Sure. I think that's part of making camp anyway. Let me check.
Oh, is it? Oh, awesome.
If you're somewhere.
Great.
Let me check.
I
would do it as part of camping.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Because it's when you have time to do the thing, and it feels like an arsehole move to be like, I'm going to prepare spells while you all set up camp.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fair enough.
Cool. All right. Cora, what does it look like when you're setting up camp? Like, what are you doing as part of this preparation? Especially considering you're in like a slightly dangerous situation.
Yeah. While the others are going around the perimeter, I'm digging a small little sort of well in the ground for my egg to keep it warm while the others are gone, and I drape. I take out of my inventory gear a blanket, which I can also use as a cloak. And I cover the egg with it.
Cool. Awesome. All right. That sounds lovely. Okay, so you're all making camp, which means that you consume a ration. And I think this is a dangerous location, so you should probably decide on a watch order.
Yep.
I'll go first.
Oh, no, there we go. Cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Right. Who's on?
I didn't watch last time, and and I have an egg, so.
Cool. And then who's on second?
I'm happy to take second because I think I'm not gonna fall asleep for the whole night while there are the potential for snakes.
Cool. All right, and then that leaves Zeno on third.
Zeno
Cool.
can rest.
That's fine. Rule clarification question. Mm-hmm. If I cast a spell now and then prepare spells, that spell dissipates, right?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. Awesome. Okay.
Because it's no longer in your head?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. I thought that was the case, but it's one of those things that I wanted to double check before I did it.
Some spells that's not going to happen. Like if you some spells will have a continuing effect, but
Yeah, no, I think all of my level 1 spells probably do.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right. So, do you want to do your spell preparation before you go to bed or after? After you
Yes. No, I want to do it before I go to bed.
Mhm.
What I want to do is prepare all of the cantrips as
Mhm.
per normal, which is Light, Unseen Servant, and Prestidigitation.
Mhm.
And also prepare Magic Missile and Alarm,
Cool.
which is my 2 level 1 spells. And I'm going to cast Alarm around the campsite
Cool. Awesome.
once again as well.
Yeah. Now, are you doing that as loudly as you were last time?
Okay, so let me just double check the spell description because I'm pretty sure that all it says is wakes me from my sleep. So technically it can be silent. Let me double check. 1 second. Walk a wide circle as you cast a spell. Until you prepare spells again, your magic will alert you if creature crosses the circle, even if you're asleep.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
So what I'm going to do is walk a big circle around the perimeter of where we're camping. And I'm going to shake violently as I do it, with the hope being that that's the effect when the spell takes place.
Okay.
I'm going to get shaken awake.
That's amazing. I love it.
That is amazing.
Cool. The amazing Xeno.
Just watching you be like,
Better roll your spellcasting check.
Spellcasting is intelligence, so +2. Okay, let me double check. 6 is not great.
It's not. You've not done well there.
actually mark XP though.
Let me just. I want to check. Does it have a thing specifically?
Yeah,
Can I-
the spell itself doesn't, I don't think, but I'm looking for. Yeah, no, 7 till 9.
Can I assist? Because I'm also sort of magical.
I mean,
yeah. Tell me how.
I think Cora assisted last.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm walking behind him, just like while he's shaking. I'm just being like,
I'll allow it.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay,
All
so
1d6 plus 1.
I'll just sit in the middle and think
Oh
about
no, 2d6
snakes.
plus 1. Sorry, 2d6 plus 1.
Oh. Ah, sorry.
No.
that's okay. I'll mark experience.
Me too,
Both of
yay!
you mark experience, and both of you.
Oh,
Um,
haven't gone up a level since last game.
did you need to? Have you got enough experience to do so?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go. We'll do that in a minute because that's part of that. Like you can do that when you make camp. Like make camp
Okay.
says when you make camp, you level up if you have enough experience to do so. So we'll do that in a second.
Cool.
Firstly, we have to deal with the fact that Xeno's foot is deep in a snake hole.
Oh no!
Uh,
No! I knew this would
That's-
happen.
Like you were not paying
Well-
anywhere near enough attention to your footing while violently shaking your own body.
that's probably I probably deserve that. I guess okay. So
Xeno, your foot.
dexterity to try and just
Don't-
shake
don't-
my foot.
Yeah, don't tell me what you're rolling. Tell me what you're doing.
Okay, I'm shaking my foot free from the hole in which it's trapped. Like that seems.
I also want to do arcane art aid because my roll last time was so good. I may as well try again.
Okay, so
Just in case Xeno doesn't work out, I just want to give them the chance
alright, so you're
to
gonna
do
start
better.
singing about the fact that you're going to have to sing the song about the fact that he's got his foot in a hole. I have to.
Yeah.
Maybe leave this out of the published version if that's okay.
We're going to talk. About
You know, I gave up on your ballad, by the way.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
now my resolve is to make you a more heroic hero. So my
we're
song
gonna get to that in a
is...
second. In it, Xeno, we're going to get to it in a second. The foot
Okay.
pole song.
The footfall song. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, all right, excellent. I'm going to accept that as nearly music, so you can. I think so. Arcane aid. Arcane
Oh, wisdom.
is.
Yep.
You choose. Do you have to roll even?
Yeah, yeah.
No, you roll charisma.
Oh. Yep, cool.
And you're targeting yourself to help?
Oh.
Woo!
No, I'm targeting Zeno, and
Anyone who
then anyone who wants to aid Zeno
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
will get
That one.
+1.
Yeah, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, Zeno, so you're trying to... Now, I am going to say that if you're trying to shake your foot free, you are using strength.
Okay. Okay, I can make a string.
You
no,
define
that's
danger with, you're trying to, use your physical force to get your foot out.
Yep.
This is
Okay.
bad.
Well, it's gonna with a mighty shove and a pull and a roll another.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
7 means that you do the thing, but not
Woo.
100%.
Yeah.
So you know, what footwear are you wearing?
I was wearing. That's never a good question. I don't have any
don't have
footwear in my character sheet.
Okay, well, I mean,
I don't think I
describe
got
it to
footwear
us.
as part of it.
No, just describe it to us. What, just...
It's their standard wizarding shoes, which are
Are they like
on the
slippers,
sole.
or-
No. They're like all-terrain. Like they're shoes with soles on them, and they're covered in the same fabric that my hat is made out of.
Oh, I see. Right, okay,
And
cool.
they curl at the toe.
Oh, yes, of course. Unfortunately, the curl at the toe means that they hook on things when you put your foot in holes,
Yeah.
which means that you're now a one-shoed wizard.
Okay.
And like you pull your foot out and like the hole crumbles, and then you like look at your foot at your bare foot and like the crumbled hole. Well,
Okay, that's
There's a snake in my boot.
there's a boot
No.
in my snake.
there's a boot in the snake hole. All right, that's I mean that's what I get for wearing shoes like that up a mountain. Like
I mean, really, yeah. You didn't go with the Dog Martens or
no, that
hiking
was
boots or whatever. I don't know anything about shoes and what you should wear for mountains, so
probably not wizard shoes.
probably not wizard shoes. We've learned.
So what's the end result of the spell? I
You
didn't.
fucked it up.
Yeah, so I can't do it again. Like,
No,
is that spell?
I didn't say you can't do it again. I mean, you're welcome to try again.
Okay.
It's just that, if you fuck it up again, it's not going to be good.
Actually, no. I think I can trust you guys to stay awake and wake me if there's any trouble. I'm not gonna take any more chances until I need to with the spells.
Like tactics for Dungeon World. If you can get away without rolling dice, do so, because I'm gonna I'm gonna use dice to fuck you as much as possible, right?
Right. Okay. That's good to know. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you guys to wake me up if something needs a magic missile in its face.
All right.
And you still have +8 for next time. Like that's still
okay.
there.
Yep, that's
Yep.
still on there.
So does someone need to help me for that, or is that just an automatic
Next time
+1?
someone helps you, for instance, if someone had tried to help you get your foot out, but it wouldn't have helped because you only got a 7.
But a guaranteed +1 when assistance is offered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, so if they succeed at helping you, it's +2 instead of +1.
Oh, okay. Right. Yep. I'm on board.
Yep. So, I want to, so after this nonsense has happened, the three of you,
Just go to
so
sleep,
sorry.
Zeno. I'll take care of it.
yeah, I want to
Far
know,
out.
is there a discussion about the fact that you've just given up on Zeno's ballad?
You're a useless hero, Zeno. I've not given up on you. I've given up on the ballad.
Okay.
But you have to improve. No
Let's
one's gonna
talk-
write ballads about you. You got to improve. Look what you just did. Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't remember signing up to be a hero. I remember signing up to be a tour guide.
Well, you're not even noteworthy. Like, just unremarkable.
I think
That's okay.
Titus has an expression
Like, a lot of people.
Mum and Dad are fighting. Like, just sort of saying,
A lot
Oh,
of
Baba.
a lot of people go through life without being notable. It's not a big deal for me. I mean, I was flattered that it was going to happen. I'm sad that it's not going to happen, but it boils down to the same thing, you know?
That's a very wise thing you said, Zeno. You may have redeemed yourself yet.
Oh,
Ballad becomes now
oh, I love how quickly you change your mind. It's great.
So yeah, are there any other like discussions or conversations that happen over a shared over the shared eating of a dried ration?
Yeah. I would like to, maybe not during the eating, but like after Zeno goes to bed, I would like to speak briefly to Cora about the egg. The egg. Because
Don't know about the egg.
Yes, I do, don't I? Didn't I notice? I think I did notice.
Yeah.
I guess you have. Yes, you
Someone
know.
noticed.
All
I
right.
can't remember who.
I think I noticed, yeah.
Okay.
When Zeno is asleep, I want to sort of come over and be like, Cora, I just, I sort of noticed, you maybe took something from the cave,
Yeah, succulents. Remember? I ate them and then we took some.
Yes, that was a very good idea, but also you took an egg. Didn't you?
Ah, yes, that's my new pet.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yep, we're almost friends with the harpies. You know, I know their songs. I can lullaby to it almost. Yep.
But isn't it like if you take a baby bird out of a nest and then well, I
No, they stop hatching. Yeah, this is still alive. This is definitely still alive. I've put it in the warmth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be okay.
Oh, all right.
Um,
He seems like sort of unconvinced, but he's not gonna push it because you seem very sure.
oh, we're done.
I'm very charismatic.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
I just need to check because I think I have this written down wrong. Can I just get everyone's pronouns again? Because obviously my notes are wrong. Titus,
Male.
male. He,
Yep.
him. Cora,
They, them.
they, them, and Zeno.
Hey,
Cool.
he,
Awesome.
him.
Great. Cool. I did actually have Titus's pronouns down wrong, so sorry about that. Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of hum to my egg to keep myself awake, practicing songs that I only vaguely know, but the harpies sparked my memory again earlier. So I'm just gonna hum that, and also, you know, maybe it will create an aura of safe around us, because
Careful you
harpies
don't
do
get your
that shit.
foot trapped in a snake hole while you're doing that.
Mate.
Can someone just roll me a d6, please?
1d6.
Just 1d6, please. Cool. All right. So my question is, so what is the end of your what does your watch look like when it comes to an end, Cora? What do you do?
So, is it? What time is it?
Probably like 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay. The embers on the flame are beginning to go out, so I just gather a few more sticks.
I didn't realize there was a fire.
Oh,
I
did we
assume
not?
so.
Is that what? No, what? Wait.
No, you're welcome to have had a
Fire.
fire. That's fine. I just didn't. Yeah, that's cool. There's a fire
Titus,
now.
what did you
There's
assume?
There's a fire now. We've
Oh, okay,
established
cool.
I
it.
assumed there was a fire.
Okay,
to be
cool.
honest.
All right.
All right.
Even though that
Cool.
may be dangerous, that was what I assumed we would.
Mhm.
Well, luckily we didn't tell the GM until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until after you'd rolled that d6.
Ah.
I'm
the
still
end is-
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to go on a rescue mission. It's fine.
They're just starting to go out, so I put just another larger log on there, not enough to make a large flame, but enough to sort of keep the heat going a little bit.
Are you getting the wood from the olives?
Yeah, it smells excellent.
Yeah, it also doesn't burn real well.
Well, isn't there sticks?
There's some sticks and things, but a lot of it, a lot of the like wood that's around here is green.
Well, I mean, I don't think we would. I think we'd know not to take green wood.
Okay, so in which case
probably
it's quite a
still very
small fire.
small.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, you put
Um,
some more sticks on the fire to like keep it going.
Yeah. And I look towards Titus and see if they are beginning to wake up or not.
Yeah, I think Titus is sleeping restlessly. So if he's like notices you sort of stoking the fire or whatever, he probably kind of rolls over and wakes up.
Cool. Do we have any like mugs or anything, or tea, or
I mean, that sounds like a
something
use of
like
an
that?
adventurer's gear. To have like
When I
to have
Yeah.
a travel tea set.
when I took my cloak out, is that one adventuring gear?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have any tea. I I go over to Titus and just sort of
Yeah.
wake them and say, "Oh, we seem safe. Just be calm as you wake up."
Yeah. So he kind of like nods and sort of like rubs his eyes and crawls out of his bedroll, puts a cloak on, and settles down by the fire. And I think
Ooh.
once Cora goes to sleep, he doesn't move over to where the egg is, but I think he kind of like sort of reaches out a little bit with his paladin sense, and I would like to know what here is evil.
The egg is evil.
Yeah.
So is that shape in the distant mist.
Ah.
It's probably
Oh god.
actually no, I think you spot it, but your paladin sense tells you that it's not evil.
Oh, that's almost more spooky because I'm like, what here's evil?
yeah.
Just that one thing. Just the one thing, and what's that over there?
Yeah. So like you can see like further down the hill there's like a mist curling around the thing, and you're like I think you're just kind of staring off into it and watching the smoke from the fire play against it, and then at some point you realize that the shape that you're looking at is not moving with the smoke and the shape of the mist, and it's just like the shape of like a large broad and round shouldered humanoid just standing, and I think the moment that you work that out and you're like, that hasn't moved, it moves, and it just it like takes a few steps forwards and like tilts slightly to the side.
Does it seem like it can see me?
Yeah, well, it seems like it can at least see the fire.
Okay. But it doesn't feel evil immediately?
No.
Okay. If it's seen the fire, then there's not much point trying to put the fire out, because then that would probably make it more curious. Okay, I'm going to quietly wake the others, and I'm gonna say, shh, be very quiet. There is something on the hill a little way, but I do not think it is evil. Do not think it wants to hurt us, but maybe if we just stay very still, but have your weapons nearby.
When I wake up, I immediately look to my egg and like check if it's okay. Put my ear up to it to see if it's like still got a heartbeat. Does it have a heartbeat?
It's still like so. I think have you put your ear up to it before? Before now?
No.
Okay. In which case, yeah, you put your ear up to it, and you hear the sound like someone spinning a plate.
Oh.
It's not like it's not a beat. It's a like sort of a as and you can't tell if it's like the sound is actually coming from inside it or if it's probably more like your ears pressed up against it and it's more of an induction sound.
Oh, is it the sound of my ear?
Like this thing is shaking very like it's vibrating ever so slightly.
Cool.
It's
It's creating its own heat. Excellent.
Yeah, and so when you put your ear up against it, it creates this sound. So yeah. In the meantime, you Titus is like looking at you, and then like turns around, and the thing is, and at this point you can see like this figure has like come out of the mist a little bit, and is just like slowly like working out its footing to go to the next step up the hill. And you can see its huge barrel-chested form with its big rounded its big rounded shoulders and like immensely long arms that go like down past its they go down to like its hands are like at its knees, and it's covered in like it has a face like an ape, but it like stands like fully upright, and as it walks, and it's very like you can see it's very ponderous and like it's looking at its feet as it walks up the mountain, and yeah, it's got, you can see on its like head and arms and like legs and things, it's this like beigey sort of like latte colored fur that is like bristly, but over its like torso there are you can see that there are like roby type things and like bits of cloth and stuff that have been like placed over it as if like clothes, but like it's taken like a thing that like a sleeveless thing, and it's just kind of put one sleeve over it and wrapped the other part around it and things like that. And it and you can see that like attached to this there are like that there are like little like knickknacks and things attached to it. You see like the like jawbone of like probably a sheep or goat or something, and you see like some little gourds and like some brightly colored things, and you see it like and you see it like lean down and like push a rock down the like hill, and it tumbles away, and then it like goes and like stands there as it like takes the next step up the hill, and then like it stops and like looks back up the hill and like tries to peer to see if it can see where that fire went.
How far away is it from us currently?
Probably about 100 meters at this point.
Well, it seems to be like it's
easily...
like,
yeah, it's very like, yeah, you're making out the details in the dark quite like, but remember that it's a very bright night.
Yeah, because it seems to be easily distracted, and I'm wondering whether if we put the fire out real quick, because it's only a very small fire, whether it would just sort of not think to look back there, and it might move past us and not notice.
Yeah, so you
I
put
think
the
I
fire
say,
out.
yeah, I think I say like, I'm going to put the fire out. Maybe it won't notice us. And yeah, I'm gonna go over and just sort of push it over the fire.
I mean, I think you already did that, didn't you?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you do that, and it like looks up, and it's like trying to see where the fire was. Now I think it sounds like you're defying danger with your intelligence.
Okay. Right.
Zeno, do you want to weigh in there? Because I mean, like it's like this is clearly
Like,
Titus's Titus's idea.
And I'm not
Yeah,
super
look.
smart.
I would definitely know what. I think I already know what this thing is. Um,
I mean, yeah, especially like you recognize.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like beat around the
Yeah.
bush here. You recognize this immediately,
Yeah.
especially because it's
Yeah.
moonlit. Like all of the like stories of it are always like lit by the full moon, right? Like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's clearly the Yeti that we're dealing with here. Um, I'm not keen to fight it. I do think that we've extinguished the fire, which is probably good. If we are going to, I recommend that if we're going to light the fire, we light it further away from us, or we move once the fire is lit.
Right. Yep.
What would you rather do?
You mean if we relight it?
I think relighting the fire is a good plan because it's clearly looking for the fire.
Okay. So you mean as a kind of a distraction tactic?
Yes, I reckon that if we light, if it was up to me,
Yeah.
I would light the fire where it is now and move us.
Okay.
Or alternatively go further up the mountain
Yep.
and light the fire. I don't know if it's smart enough to tell the difference between where the fire was and
Yeah.
where, like, I don't know which of the two is more likely. But the point is, I think it's heading towards the fire.
Okay.
Let's move the fire somewhere else.
All right. Here's a suggestion. What if, because lighting another campfire could take us to some time, but what if I run a little way, like up or to the side, and light a torch and like stick it in the ground and then run back to the cops? Maybe it'll go.
Oh, I have a light spell.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
All right.
So, how many torches do you have?
I have.
Do you have one that you can abandon?
Yes, I haven't pulled any out of my adventuring gear yet, but I definitely can. Is it one torch per use of adventuring gear, or do you get several?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me double check.
Actually, is there another object that I can use?
Yeah, we
I mean, if you just
like
use
a rock.
stone. Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a rock.
Yep.
That'd
Easy.
be
Okay.
better, because then it might just pick up the rock and walk away with it or something.
Well, I think what I want to do is still throw the rock further away from us. But I will cast light, which is a cantrip, on a rock that I've picked up. So that will be an intelligence roll. The dice have not been kind so far tonight, so
Let's find out.
let's see what happens. I get another experience!
Yay!
Yay!
Good job, you. You cast the light spell. Good job. Oh wait, no, that's your hat. That's your hat. Zeno, your hat is lit.
Oh.
Okay, plan B. Let's throw the hat. I mean, I don't want to do that.
No.
I swear this game isn't intended to be Xeno strip poker.
No, that's yeah, sure. Yeah, Jimmy, get a webcam. We'll stream. It'll be fine. So yeah, no, I'm gonna. Okay, so I'll cast the spell.
And like you look down and the rock is not.
Just concentrate. I'm concentrating on the rock. I'm concentrating, and it's like the smell of a blown capacitor fills my nostrils as a massive light enshrouds my head.
I think like in this particular case, like the whole thing isn't lit. It's all the stars that are like embroidered into it are like shining.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
right. Like
that's
they're
beautiful.
yeah, they're shining brightly as if they were real stars.
okay. I'm also taking an experience. Would someone like to throw my
I can
my
attempt to
really
throw
really
the hat.
pretty hat?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess.
You throw the hat.
Yeah, I'll throw the hat
Cool,
as
awesome.
far
It-
as I can.
It sails through the night air, like a dozen falling stars, and lands. So you're throwing it towards the creature, or like off to the side, or further up the mountain?
Side.
Okay,
To
cool.
the side.
Do you want to just ping on the map which kind of like area
Yep.
you're trying to?
Yep.
Like maybe 3 squares or so.
Yeah.
Or like
okay,
maybe-
so
yeah.
I'm thinking like here.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So it lands quite near the edge of that ravine.
Yeah.
And what do you do then?
I assume we all like get low and try to be quiet.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you. Yeah. No, you don't have to roll here. This is you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see the creature like look and like see the like sparkling hat sitting next to the ravine, and it like straightens up a little bit from having been doing whatever it was doing with the like rocks on the ground. And it like starts to wander over to it, and you sit huddled, silent, near holding your breath, and like you're aware of the fact that like even in the like even amongst the trees only like mottle the light from the moon. You're still like in the cold blue moonlight, and this figure walks up the hill, and you can see like it has like the moonlight casts this long shadow of it behind it as it approaches the hat, and it like leans down and picks it up, and then like shakes it and shakes it again, as if
And a rabbit falls out. Sorry.
Oh.
after a couple of shakes, it raises it up above its head and then just throws it into the ravine.
No.
And it's like and like you see it and like you see it like turn around and like huff out of its nostrils and makes like a snorting sound. And you can see it's like, I've dealt with this problem. And then it starts to just walk off like further off around the the other side, like along the mountain south of the ravine. And it starts just wandering away.
Zeno, I'm so
Nice.
sorry about your hat.
I could blame you, but it's really not your fault.
It gets to look like you could. Oh no.
Um,
Can I get a nice long olive branch, and I'd like to twine it into a halo?
Into like a laurel wreath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put it on Titus's head.
Yes, you can just do that. Yep.
Cool. You smell great, Titus. Not Titus, sorry, Zeno.
Zeno, you put it on Zeno's head. Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I guess I take the rest of my watch, but I'm not going to relight the fire.
Okay. All right. Zeno. What? Okay, no. But what does it look like when you wake Zeno for his watch?
Oh, do we take 3 watches? I thought we were just doing 2.
Oh yeah, I suppose there's only really
We did 2 last time, didn't we?
no. But you were interrupted.
Oh.
yeah,
cool.
we were
Yeah, that's
interrupted
fine
because I got dragged into a
then.
thing.
Yes, that's fine. So yeah, when I wake.
I think you probably can still hear the echoes of that song like way up above, but it's not loud enough to be able, and it's too like reverberated to like really have the same effect.
Yeah. Okay. So when I wake, I think for the rest of my watch, I kind of like keep looking at the egg out of the corner of my eye, like really sort of like, oh. And
I'm like curled around it,
yeah,
keeping it
okay,
warm.
I'm just sort of looking at you, being like, oh no.
So,
Um,
do I know about the egg yet? Because I don't think I do.
I don't think you've noticed the egg yet. Yeah, because Koro is being quite secretive about it. So I think he's sort of been, while he's keeping his watch, kind of eyeing this egg and Koro around it and trying to decide what to do. And I think when he comes and wakes Zeno, sort of like gently sort of pats Zeno's shoulder a little bit, and says like, "It's your turn." And he also, as you sit up, he like holds out a pair of boots to you, and like they're the boots that he was wearing, and he's like, I think you should wear these. You've had a difficult evening. Here, I think
Aww.
he like hands you these
You are
boots.
kind.
Oh,
You are
it's
very
fine.
kind. I appreciate that.
I feel terrible about your hat.
I would much rather lose a hat than a living person on this mountain.
Of course.
There are few things in life as important and valued as human life, or and through life. I don't know what's the other race in this game.
Biped life.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like there are dwarves and elves and things.
Yeah, so
Mortal.
like a humanoid life is important to me, and you know, if it means that I lose a hat and a shoe occasionally, keeping some people alive, that's the price I have to pay.
Yeah.
Please try and get some sleep. I know it's been restless for you,
I think
but
like
we'll be okay.
I think as you say that thing about like, you know, there is nothing more important than human life or humanoid life or whatever. He sort of like kind of shifts uncomfortably and like sort of looks out of the corner of his eye over at where Cora is and is like obviously kind of tense about something, but he doesn't quite want to say what it is.
I think I'm gonna notice that you're a little bit. You're still.
Yeah, you can tell he's
Yeah. So do
debating.
you want to talk about it? There's clearly something else that's bothering you. We're up here on the mountain, more or less alone, at least alone from anything that would care about what's happening here.
I love that
There's no
like
better time.
that like as you do that, as you're saying that, you just hear the like little piping of song again from above you.
Yeah, so I think he sort of like, is like, ugh, and he kind of lowers his voice and like leans in toward you, and he's like, Cora took one of the eggs from the cave, and I think it is evil. I am worried that it is bewitching them. Sorry, I am worried it is bewitching them. Look at how they're
Protecting it. Okay.
and he looks obviously like very uncomfortable, like
Yeah.
dobbing on Cora.
Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna try and comfort and be like, I think you've done the right thing by telling me. I don't think we're in any immediate danger. This can be dealt with when everyone is awake and rested. When cooler
Yes.
heads will prevail.
Yes, of course,
We are
that
not-
makes sense.
Please try and get some rest. We will deal with the egg issue once we're all awake and safe.
All right. Okay. Please wear the boots. Like, puts the boots in your hands and like goes over and gets in his bedroll.
I'm assuming everyone has a bedroll.
I'm assuming that too. Let me just check.
Ah,
I guess.
If
does not look
use
like
a-
I do,
Well, then use a.
but that's okay.
Use
I
a
like
use of
sleeping
your
outside.
Yeah, you can sleep
Yeah.
outside, or you can use the use of your adventuring gear if you want to have a bedroll.
Well,
It's
I've
up to you.
said
I don't
it
have
once.
adventuring gear. I don't get it as a wizard.
Ah, that's funny then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'm a survivalist.
Okay.
I'm
So, the next morning, dawn arises, fresh and rosy-fingered. Especially in these mountains, it's nippy.
That's.
Yeah. Up here in the and I think like the mist down at like the lower like downhill from you is quite thick this morning when you like it swirls between like so all of like nearby peaks that are around you are all like coming up out of these mists. And yeah, I think we get like the golden gleaming side of each of the mountains nearby. from the dawn sunlight.
This is why I got into this game.
And like I think like yeah, you're just like sitting back and you just hear this like screeching sound from above. And
Sorry,
like
I just had this vision of like.
yeah, basically, right? Like yeah, it sounds like it sounds like it sounds like this horrible screeching of like anger.
Like a child has been stolen from
Yeah,
someone.
that was. See, that's exactly where my mind went too.
Yeah.
While I was awake, I pretend to continue to be asleep, and just sort of pat my cloak over the egg to make it look like my belly. Like it's my belly. I'm still asleep, patting my belly.
I have been watching you intently as part of my watch because I now know that something very bad is going to happen.
How can something bad be not even born yet? We can train it into goodness. I say in my sleep.
I mean, yeah, like what? So what do we actually see? Like, what actually happens? Do you wake up and like start discussing this, or are you guys like looking for the source of the sound, or are you just like legging it, or what's happening?
Okay, I would have been awake on first watch, so I would have heard the noise, and I'm trying to see in the sky where they are.
So, have you seen? Do you know when you get like a whole like little like flock of birds all trying to like get at one piece of bread or something? And like there's like a pile of birds and they're like popping out and things.
Yep.
And you can see that around the mouth of that cave uphill. But harpies, so you know.
Harpies.
And yeah, they're making
fine.
they're making this horrible screeching
They're not
sound.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's gonna wake up first?
Probably. Well, you mean out of the two of us? Because you're already with
Yeah.
I think I probably.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wake up with like, oh, snakes.
I'm gonna look you in the eye and just go and point up towards where the harpies are, and just try and keep you calm while I go over and with my staff try and poke Quora awake.
All right. Zeno, what are you doing, Zeno? It's too early.
I signal.
Put you asleep.
Yes.
Where
What
is
are you
the
doing?
egg?
What egg? Nope. Yeah, I like struggle to sit up while disguising my egg as my belly.
I feel like there is a danger here that Zeno might notice that this is bullshit, and that you maybe are defying it with your charisma.
Yes. Okay.
Or are you parleying? Are you trying to make an argument that you should be allowed to?
No.
I mean,
No, this is not a parlay. This is clearly an act of deception.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
fine.
What? Egg,
If you want to parlay, we can do that.
no egg here.
So yeah.
Well, I guess we have to parlay now.
Yeah. So yeah, like you like try and stand up to be like, oh no, I have a full belly, and this egg just gets out of your shirt and like lands on the ground, and you just hear this slight little crack.
No.
No.
Further up the hill, you see like one of the harpies just hopping and like picking up stones and throwing them around.
Wow. Does it only have one leg?
No. It's like you know how birds hop.
Oh, okay.
When they're-
Yeah, right. Yep.
Maybe we should leave.
Before we leave, I agree. We should definitely leave.
I'm like, yes, leave. Let's go.
Before we leave, I'd like to use Cure Light Wounds on the egg
Yep. So
to try and repair
what does
the
this
crack.
look like?
Okay, so I'm going to lean down and run my hands along the outside of the egg's shell, and
And you
reach
feel like
around
there's
to
little
try.
like bits where your fingers like catch on the little cracks in the surface.
Yeah. So I'd like to put my hands over those parts where I can feel clearly there's been an outside impact here, and I want to not a blast, like a glowing light from my hand to sort of not push it back in time exactly, but sort of repair it. if
Yeah,
that
I
makes
feel like
sense.
it's like the same as trying to heal bone, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sort of like sculpting it like clay, but with light emitting from my hands.
yeah, cool, awesome. Roll your making do
Okay.
with magic check. That's
Yep, so it's intelligence, and
Yeah.
now would be a great time not to screw up dice. I can't look.
Yay!
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a super strong egg.
That-
Yes.
That is really good.
That's fantastic.
Cool.
So
All right. Yeah. You like. I feel like like what's your internal like? You have to have like an emotional connection for this, right? Like, what are
It's
what are
an
the
innocent-
emotions you're
it's-
pouring into this?
How do you justify
It's an
killing
innocent
egg?
thing. It doesn't understand where or to some degree what it is. It's been taken away from its home. It didn't deserve any of this. It didn't
Cool.
deserve any of this. So I'm pouring all of that. This wasn't meant for you. This was not something that was supposed to happen to you. Into that healing.
Cool. That's so beautiful. And you feel the like the slight like rigid catch of the thing just become like the smooth surface of the egg again.
Yep. Can harpies understand common
Yes.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to get everyone to back a good couple of meters away from the egg and call out, "We found the egg. It's safe."
No.
Back away.
No. You have to.
okay, so,
you
hey,
gotta
this is a
convince me
parlay?
why to do that.
What this sounds like is you're making a parlay, and I feel like Cora is interfering.
Right.
Ugh,
You're making
okay.
Yeah.
the harpies.
Okay.
and Cora
Okay.
is infant. Yeah,
Let me
okay,
just,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure parlay is charisma, but
It
let me
is,
just double
yeah.
check that.
Yeah,
It's just-
I'm like trying to wrap the egg up and put it around me again.
Why?
I mean, do you want to
What?
roleplay that?
It's
Do you
our
want to roleplay that out
beautiful
first?
new pet.
Yeah. Do you need to roleplay that out first before we do the? Yeah. It sounds like you need to work out.
Yeah.
We need to roleplay out the bit before you actually do that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I've refused to go. You're like, hey, let's go out
Look,
and be
it's
a
like, yeah,
circle or
let's-
whatever.
Okay, we're gonna. I'm telling you, we're backing. Okay, we need to back away. This isn't our egg. It's going to cause us so much trouble. We've brought it too far down as it is. We are putting people in danger. It's going back to them.
This egg is our future. This egg is going to allow us to make peace with harpies and be an example to all other races of how you can make peace between races.
Do you know
And-
the easiest way to make to make peace with a race whose baby you stole? The easiest way to do that is to give them back the baby.
No, but then they'll stay evil forever. They won't see that they can be good. Maybe
That's
this egg
not-
is the start of all of the harpies. Plus, there's
That's
heaps of eggs. Like,
That's
they're not going to miss one egg.
They, one, evidently, they very much miss this one egg. Two, we don't get to make the call over what's good and what's evil. That is not the power that we wield. We do no harm, we help where we can, but we can't change an entire species like that.
Can
The
I
goal
take
is
the egg
admirable.
and run down the hill? I'm just going to start running.
Okay, it sounds like you're defying danger, and the danger is Xeno.
Amazing.
Yes.
Also, I
Not
love,
yet, but it's about to be.
I love how I'm like feigning disapproval about this whole egg stealing thing, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure it was completely my idea as a player. So. I recall literally saying, "Do you steal an egg?"
So let's roll the defy danger and the danger of Xeno check. I think it sounds like your strength to run real fast.
All right.
Yeah, probably strength. Oh no!
Damn it.
Time for a tea break.
Are you gonna say that?
Yeah. We'll be back in
Alright.
a minute. We're gonna go and get a cup of tea. So like 5 minutes
Oh, I'm-
ish, and then we're gonna find out. We'll find out how the situation gets worse.
Yay!
Excellent.
Alright, back
Thank
soon.
you, Ash.